keeping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say what?
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
We got this.
Blue 80.
47. Go. Go.
Get up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
No chance. Wait. Hey, wahoo. Hey, South.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Defense, let's go. Check it backer, check it backer.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second and 7, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check, check.
44, Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Right there.
Hey, exit.
54, Mike. Exit.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 13.
32.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21. 59. Bravo.
Now it's Stafford.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. Get a 20. Double right.
Double dog, double dog. That's the way. Kill, kill.
Stay 50. Stay 50.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
39. Check Mike 47. Hey, Orbit.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Gun.
Watch the turn. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, white.
Watch the sled.
Ready to go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some extra.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 4-4.
Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Hey, Sam. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Let's go one more.
Here's Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Tight down. There you go.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 180. 54. 21. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Tackles.
Got it.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Bring it.
Hey. High 7.
Check, Mike. 47. Check, Mike.
Base.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
47's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Get ready. 47 mic.
20.
Mike, 27. Here we go.
All right, 25.
On third down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, Stafford here. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Deidrin Sadat with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming for you. You move. Mike, 5
Hey, team 6.
Hey, let's get this.
Stafford down to throw.
Pick your game up.
Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, Red. Underneath who's your alert. 10. Hey, Fox
Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes this one to Mack. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is now 2. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Hey, check. Five.
Check.
Got it.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 53.
51, Sam.
Mike.
Ready, set.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
11. Hey, Echo.
44's the Mike.
Get out.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down, ready, back 25. I know he ain't got it.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning, sir. Hurry! Don't get nervous.
The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on second down, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
You go, trap, lady.
Night, sweetheart.
Like 7.
On second and 7, Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This will be caught by Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They give to Johnson going right. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run it with Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
In your face.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Duke Riley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
No. Hey, Delta.
Now Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Haywood.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Man, I got you. 40 got. Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun. Stafford lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back 25.
Check. Watch the out.
54, south.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 44.
Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Back 25.
Check. Man out.
Hey, south.
Yeah, go now. Foco's the Mike. Mike's Foco.
21.
44.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
58.
Foco's the Mike. Mike's Foco. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play now. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 32 on the play. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Ready, blue 80. White 25.
Number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bucks. Check 31.
Ready to go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Hey, Charlie!
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
And middle.
Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Lions on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16.
He's checking.
From the gun, Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready?
Check 53 is mine. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up yardage against them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Hey, 54. Hey, Orbit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he is all the way up past the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Ryan wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some into double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
50-50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Zero. Twist. Hey, high 7.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant.